Arcade intelligence.
Arcade intelligence in the frame. Founder of the controller name. Most humble, still he stands tall. Hard on his shoulder, ready for it all. He wants the best of the best. No half step, no less. Best of 5, best of 7. Bring your proof, bring your weapon. Online screens light up tonight. Every main stays in sight. You came to win and show your soul. One more match, then take control. Arcade intelligence. Main controller, main controller. Arcade intelligence. Bring your best, bring your best, bring your best. Join you run kite 3, run, control a community, one by one. Every fatality, every combo. Arcade called it, so let it go. Best players online going at it. No excuses, no panic. Down to earth, but sharp as steel. Every round, gotta prove what's real. The GOAT with the open hand. Still the man that understands. He knows the climb, he knows the grind. Now he's calling out the lines. Bracket fills up, names get read. Hands stay calm, mind stay fed. If you got flame, then bring that heat. If you got nerve, then take a seat. Arcade intelligence. Main controller, main controller, main control. Arcade intelligence. Bring your best, bring your best, bring your Join you, K3, run, control the community, one by one. Every fatality, every combo. Arcade called it, so let it go. Chosen one in the chat flood. Built this from skill and love. No ego, just the test. Put your mark on the very best. Arcade intelligence. Main controller, main controller. Arcade intelligence. Bring your best, bring your best. Join the crew up, main controller. Join the community, one by one. Every fatality, every combo. Arcade called it, so let it go. Best of 5, best of 7. This is where the real ones step in. Every fatality, every glitch. Arcade on top, you know the script.
Hey, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Welcome in, welcome in. Want to greet everyone who has made it to the stream so far. So, welcome in Clint, Captain, our host for the evening, as well as Gio and Larry. Welcome in, welcome in. We have Larry connected. He will be hosting and doing a full 100% walkthrough of Zelda II, the Adventure of Link, and he will show this game off and showcase his skills. So we're just going to jump right into it and let him have the floor. So Larry, the floor is yours. If you want to introduce yourself or say whatever, the floor is all yours, my friend.
Well, hello, y'all. This is Captain B.S. Thank y'all so much for allowing me to be with y'all this evening. And appreciate the opportunity. And yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. This game is not easy. It will be challenging, but I am battle tested on this game and have done a lot of times. And we're going to do our best. And hopefully I can show y'all some tricks that work for me, and whatever works, we will go from there. So we'll go ahead and take it away. So you'll start with 3 lives, and we're just gonna get to it. So your basic skills, you got your jump, you got your sword attack. When your life is completely full, there will be a little beam that comes out from your sword. If you take a look on the top of your screen, you'll see 3 meters, your attack, your magic, and your life. All of them are at level 1 right now, and on the right side at the top, you'll see that there's an experience point bar. So we have to actually battle enemies in order to earn experience. Now, the easier enemies will give less, the tougher ones will give more. So we'll just take a few of those guys out there. And you always want to be aware of exactly where you are in the field as well. Now, in the cave, it is dark, so I go this way quickly because there's an important item we get right away. And so if you kind of look at toward the ground level, you can kind of see where the enemies are. If you look at their, if you just look closely at the ground, you can kind of see their movements, and then all you have to do is just kind of watch their attacks and just jump over them, and no problem.
Okay. Alrighty.
Now,
so, Captain, quick question.
yes.
Did you play this game when it was somewhat current? Like, when there was no guides or anything? Did you play this when it was a current game on the NES system?
I played this game as a kid, but it always got the best of me. I just, for some reason, could not get a handle on it whatsoever. But then, as I grew up, it all of a sudden clicked, and I just got better at it.
Okay. So you learned how to play this game as you gotten older.
Pretty much.
Okay. Because I asked that because I was afraid to play this game because your typical Legend of Zelda game has the top-down view, and this is like a 2D side platforming similar to Super Mario or something like that, and that feel of a Zelda game in this format was not, it didn't click for me in my brain, so I've always stayed away from it from that purpose. And then I always heard the other stuff like this is the hardest Zelda, and I don't know, I just didn't gravitate towards this game, so I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy, and there's a lot of things to pick up. Like, for example, we're in a town. Now, the town is one of the safest places that you'll be, as long as you're just careful of who you talk to, and you'll just have to be kind of vigilant as the game progresses. Now, as you'll notice, like, some people kind of come out of these houses, so like this person right here, if you talk to them, they will let you in. And then other spots, like this spot right here, if you go in and then just talk to them, they will give you some insight on how to approach the game. So that kid right there said that we need to find a candle. Now, it said to go west, and based off the direction of this game, I don't think that's really accurate, but...
Oh, and one more question. Do you want me to read off the incoming chats that are coming through, or are you following the chat as well? Because I do know you stream, or you streamed at some point, so I'm not sure how well you are with following the chats. But I don't mind reading them off as you play as well, if that's what you like.
I think depending on the sections, if there's any chat that I miss, yeah, go, and anybody has any questions, yeah, feel free to read them off, and I will do my best to answer them.
Okay.
So here we are getting our first heart container. Now, we just got enough points to level up, so when you are in a level up, you'll see the different amount of points that you need to level up certain things. So we need 50 to level up our life, and then 100 levels up magic, and then 200 for your attack. So for this playthrough, we're gonna level up our life to begin first. And then we will level up our magic. And then we're gonna level up our attack after that.
Okay. That's
So
amazing
there's
how
gonna be
you have to level up your life and things that like that. That's interesting.
yep.
And let me for a second. Thank you, Queen Gina. She said her internet's still down. Stay up. See you. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you so much for that super chat, that $2 super chat. I hope your internet comes up soon. I'm sorry to hear that. But I appreciate you for stopping by and showing your love and support. Thank you, Clan and Geo, for dropping those controllers and special membership controllers.
Alright, so we have reached the very first palace of the game. There are 6 palaces in total. And then we take on the Great Palace.
Oh, snap.
Now, as you go through the palace, some of the enemies that you encounter, you just kind of want to be careful. Like these things can jump at you, and when they make contact and you take damage, they actually hurt quite a bit. So you just kind of want to be careful. That right there is kind of very similar to like a Stalfos. It's well protected with a shield and a sword, so you have to damage its legs by ducking and attacking its legs. And that's how you take those things out. And then these things right here are the bits. They like to jump at you, so you gotta have to be careful around them when you're around a pit of lava or water, because anytime you fall into there, it's an instant death. So these enemies, they don't give experience, but if they damage you, they can take away experience. So best to avoid them. Now, those things right there are kind of clever enemies. They take a lot of hits. However, we're going to defeat a lot of these enemies because although they take a lot of hits, they actually help because they're worth 50 experience points. So we're going to be kind of we're going to be giving these guys quite a few hits here. And we're actually going to be on this palace for quite a bit, but once we get the appropriate level up that we need, the rest of the gameplay will go very smooth. And so we're going. So
Me seeing you fight this particular guy, enemy right here, I would have thought that he was undefeatable. But you know, I'm hearing you say that he gives you like 50 experience points. I probably would have just left him. But it's good to know.
Yeah, those things take quite a few hits. So we just leveled up our magic. So now we're going to get our goal for this palace is to get our attack up to level 5. And there's going to be a strategy to this. So by attacking the legs there, that enemy goes down.
Hey Prime, welcome in, my friend. Drop us some controllers, like the video. How are you doing? Welcome into the stream.
Good. The other enemy jumped right into where I was attacking, so that worked out very well there. So by continuously trying to attack these enemies, we're going to be able to get our experience points up quite a bit, and this process will go by a lot faster. And that's really what we want. I've learned a lot of this game by watching another fellow streamer by the name of 16-Bit Heroes. He is a master at this game. And I've learned quite a few tricks just by watching him. So
gotcha. Hey Mimicker, welcome in all the way over from Australia and dropping the controllers. Welcome in, more streaming royalty. Remember, we're having a showcase tonight. We have another streamer, Captain B.S. He is giving us and showcasing us how to complete Zelda II, The Adventures of Link. So I've never played this. It's being a big Zelda fan as I am, so we're getting a treat right now. So
this thing right here, this is a potion. Now it's a red potion. So there are blue and there's red. Red will
Okay.
fill up your magic all the way. So whenever you get certain like magic spells, like here in this menu, then if you have any existing magic and you want to be able to like for example, one of the spells you're going to get is to restore your life. And so if you have that spell, you can use it. It'll waste down the magic meter. Then you hit this, and then your magic gets refilled. So it's kind of like playing smarter and not harder in that sense.
Gotcha. Okay. And welcome
So
in,
now we
MK Master. Thank you for dropping those controllers. Like the video. You all like the video as you enter the stream if you have not. So I have a question, Captain. You say there were 6 palaces on this game?
yes, so there's 6 regular palaces, and then there's the Great Palace. That's the end of the game.
So are the palaces are they the same as a dungeon?
Yes, pretty much.
Okay. And they all have their own unique boss?
Yes.
Okay.
Now the one thing you have to keep an eye on as you're encountering is you got to watch out for keys that are just planted in the palace, and you have to kind of like smash them with your sword, and that's how you grab them. And then some enemies, if they have a particular attack sequence, you can just find your way. Now these little statues right here of iron knuckles, if you can hit one of them may surprise you, and you might get an extra jar of magic. Could be very helpful if you get into a tight spot.
Okay. And welcome in, Chris Line. Thank you for dropping those controllers. Like the video, please. As you all come into the stream, if you have not, please hit that thumbs up button and like the video. We appreciate it. We're having a showcase tonight. You know what, Captain? You kind of got me in a Zelda mood from watching this. It's funny. But the Zelda that I'm wanting to play is A Link to the Past. But I'm thinking like, I won't play that tonight. But I will play it at some point. You give me Zelda fever now.
A Link to the Past is a great game. I could do a good playthrough of that. Now that one, there's specific items I don't get in that game. Like there's one in particular I definitely do not get, but I usually try to go for like all the heart containers and things like that.
Have you seen my 100% walkthrough of A Link to the Past?
I think so, a few times.
Oh, okay. The next time I do it, I'm going to attempt a speed run because I don't do speed runs at all. But I think if I'm going to attempt my first ever speed run, I would do it with that game.
Okay, that's a good goal. So what we're trying to do right now is in each palace there is a palace item, and whenever you complete the palace and you beat the boss of that palace, then what happens to the palace, as you'll see on the field when we're done with it, is that it will turn into like a rock. So basically once you get the item and once you're done with it, you can't go back in. It's like gone for the rest of the game. Now if you have not gotten the palace item, then you'll have to go back in and make sure that you get it, because each one does help you. Alright, now this one is gonna attack pretty quick. Come on. There we go. Just gonna have to eyeball it and watch its pattern and just make sure you get into a position where you can attack it. And that's how you stop that thing right in its tracks. Now, these things will get easier to defeat once we increase our attack power. And you just have to be consistent and stick with it.
Hey, Richard, wait a minute. We have an OG controller in the stream. So, Richard, we are having a controller showcase, meaning we are letting a controller showcase a game that they are really good at. I'm not the one playing. My hands are free. This is Captain B.S. If you see the title, he's showcasing himself playing. Zelda 2. I'm not playing. He's teaching me this game because this is the main Zelda that I've never played in my whole life. Never touched, never wanted to touch. And he's giving us a walkthrough of it and explaining things. So, but Captain, he basically said, "RK, I'm gonna warn you, this Zelda is the most difficult in the series, but keep up the stream."
It
No.
definitely is, but it's actually nothing to fear. You just have to go for it, and if you take a death, it's a learning experience. You just gotta approach it that way. All right, now the Iron Knuckles. The best way to deal with them is by jumping and attacking their head, and you'll put a stop to them right away. Now it'll work on the orange and the red ones. When we get to the blue ones, we'll talk about that when we get there. The blue ones are much tougher.
Okay.
They mean business.
Yeah, I'm going to eventually come around and play this one. That's why I'm paying attention and trying to make sure I take notes.
So I'm trying to watch my life kind of carefully. I don't want to take
Do
too
you
many
have a
hits.
way to replenish your life?
Yes, there is a life magic.
Okay.
So I'm watching these two enemies like right here because they're skittish. Like whatever side that you're on, if they can jump toward that direction. Now I think I just off-screened one of them, so now I can get around that one, no problem. Now if we just take this guy out right here, we'll get another level up of attack. And that's what we want. We want to keep leveling up on our attack power. And they may take a lot of hits, but I mean, the 50s, the more 50s you get, they add up pretty quick.
Richard said
so
this game is equates to the Dark Souls status of games. I was just having a conversation with Clint. We was talking about he was telling me about this game's Dark Souls and the difficulty in it. But do you equate these similar to Dark Souls, like as far as difficulty?
I have never played Dark Souls, so I'm not exactly sure how to answer that question. So, yeah, I don't know much about Dark Souls. Just being
Gotcha.
honest.
Me either. I never played it. Heard the title, but I've never played it.
Now, a Zelda game I really want to learn, and one that I've never played, is Majora's Mask.
It's funny. Pink Rebel just said that. He said this ain't Majora's Mask. And to be honest, this one and Majora's Mask is two of the mainstream titles that I have never played. But I don't consider, in my opinion, Majora's Mask to be, even though I know it is, but I don't consider it a main story or one of the main storylines of Zelda. I consider it a spin-off of Ocarina of Time. But I will play Majora's Mask one day. I just don't care to play it because it never, even with me being a huge Legend of Zelda fan as a child, I looked at it was like, no. It looked like they just and I wasn't even using the terminology back then, but I knew they took the engine of Ocarina of Time and just made a new game with it. But I respect it, but I wanted to at least play this one that you're playing right now before I do Majora's Mask.
Yeah, I don't have experience with Majora's Mask, so whenever I want to play that game for the first time, I want to play without any guide, any previous knowledge of it, and just attack it head on. Because I feel like I'm pretty confident, like puzzle solving and problem solving, and so that's basically the best way to test your just your basic skill of gaming is just to attack a game you've never known and just go for it. And if you make mistakes, well, that's just part of the journey.
I agree. Well, I feel bad about watching you play this one now, but I prefer to watch you play. And I heard so much about this one, so I think I will go about Majora's Mask the same way. I would not let anyone backseat drive at all when I play it.
and that's really good. But the best thing is like if you really are stuck and you tried every possibility to figure out the right answer or in order to solve something, it's never a bad thing to ask for help, because I think that's what makes a gaming community pretty good. Like, everyone in the chat is going to have a different level of experience when it comes to a variety set of games. And like, I mean, if some of the people in the chat, they may be great at games that I don't know quite well, and that's okay. I think it's good that we have a variety of skill and knowledge when it comes to certain types of games, and sometimes we gotta play off our strengths.
Well, you know, in our day, we didn't have guides or YouTube or can just pick up the phone and Google or whatever, or even a dictionary. You had to really figure games out. And I watched a short someone made maybe 4 or 5 months ago, and it explained how gamers from our time became more smart. We're more smarter when it comes to using our brains, because we had, like, instance, if you was playing a game like this, when you have a game over if you die, or you have so many lives, or if you played a Super Mario Brothers 3, you started off with 3 lives, you didn't get any extra lives. When your game was over, it was over, and next time you tried again, you had to use your brain to say, when I make it here, I'm going to maneuver right here, I'm going to do this differently. Versus in today's time, gamers have save point checkpoints, and they don't really have to. When they die, they start instantly where they died at, and they don't really get to use their brains like we do and make yourself a better thinker, or, you know, strategize. Your gamers today don't really have that. They have save spots and quick saves and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, had to do it the hard way. But I mean, things evolved, and with time, like, even just by playing this game off the Switch, like, you got all these like different bells and whistles, like being able to load a save, or like you could save in like practice session or a section of a game, and I think that's a good tool in order to get better at a game now. So I mean, yeah, back in the day, we would not be able to do that. We would just have to keep trying, and keep trying until we eventually get it right. So, I mean, any new game I come across, I try to take on with just no pressure, casual, whatever happens. But if I really want to learn something, then yeah, those tools are there. Might as well use them.
Pink is picking with me. He said Arcade couldn't find his way out of a paper bag without a guide. And Crestline said he think it helped develop our skills in games. And Richard said he's agreed. He's saying the games were fun but challenging. Mr. I Got Base asks, when is Zelda 1? I have not scheduled that, and I have not made it to that yet, Base, because I still have games lined up. You have to give me some time to get to it.
If you want to see a play of that one, I can do both of the quests of Zelda 1.
Oh, you heard that, Base? I might get Captain here, who's showcasing his Zelda 2 skills right now to do Zelda 1. So
I know both quests from memory.
Cause for me, Base, you know, sad to say, you all often hear it, unfortunately, I'm not a full-time streamer. I do work full-time. It's not always easy for me to just say, oh, I'm gonna do this game and boom, and pop in the game or whatever and do a complete playthrough or whatever. I don't even get time to practice the games I play. I just have to play through them, so it's tough for me. And I need to finish games that are incomplete on the channel first. But I will get to it. I have not forgotten about it, my friend. And hey, Dryden, welcome into the stream. Thanks for dropping those controllers. Like the videos, you come in.
So the good news is that we're actually almost done in this area now. We've leveled up our points to. We're about to hit 1,000 after this one bites the dust, and our attack
So what
power
happens
will
when
be
you
at
hit
level.
1,000?
So we hit 1,000, which means we can level up our attack. So the further you want to level something, you have to earn more points. However,
Okay.
I found a system that helps earn the bigger points without having to work so hard to do it. I'm all about working smarter, not harder.
Exactly. Same here.
So what we'll do here is.
So you're forming at this point.
So yeah, what we're trying to do is I'm setting up to, by the time we complete the dungeon, we'll be at attack level 5, and basically the point of the game where it's going to get more challenging, it's going to be a little bit more simpler. It'll still be tough, but it'll be simpler, because I mean these guys take a lot of hits. Alright, I think we should be good from there.
They
So
said Captain B.S. is
there.
performing at a high level at the moment.
Alright, I'm watching out for. Come on. Yep, that's what I was hoping that thing would do. Yep, so whenever I do games, I take games, I push them to their max, and I try to go for either no death or no hits. Now, the no hits is I'm not sure if anyone's ever done a no hit on this game. I would say that's very challenging. But no deaths is possible. It's just, it has to be done right. So now we're heading toward the boss of this entire palace.
Hey Teddy, welcome in.
Perfect.
And
so no matter what happens here, we're set up for the next fight.
And Captain Bay said he feels that you have a full hairline for some reason. He said thank you for the stream. And Daryl said it's good to hear your voice, and thank you for the stream as well.
Yeah, cheers. Glad to be here, and I'm very thankful for Arcade Intelligence for the opportunity. I think it's good to. I like doing showcases like this because I like to help others, and like if people got stuck on the game and they wanted more knowledge, usually that's the best way to go. So that boss right there, I think it's called Horsehead. So you just have to attack its head because the rest of its armor is way too strong for the sword. So you just jump and attack the head, and that thing goes down pretty quickly. And then you just run up right to the middle of the statue, and you place the crystal that you possess into the statue. And once that happens, whatever you're trying to level up next will automatically be done for you. So like those 2,000 points, we don't have to do any of that. It's already done for us. And we get out of this palace with attack level 5, which is pretty good at this stage of the game.
Yeah, so far from what I can say, you're handling it like a pro. Crestline said, thank you for doing the stream, and Robin said we appreciate you and we are enjoying your showcase, Captain, and she dropped some controllers for you. So
cheers, y'all.
Thank you, Chris May, for joining us and dropping the special membership controllers. I hope you're doing good. Welcome in. We are watching Captain B.S. more streaming royalty right here. Give us a walkthrough of The Legend of Zelda 2, the hardest Legend of Zelda in the Legend of Zelda franchise, by the way.
Okay, Okay, so here's a blue potion that's just dropped. Normal enemies will drop your blue potions, or like very soft or weak enemies, but your strong enemies will drop either one of two things: red potions or little bags with the letter P on them. If it's P, that's your experience, and those drops can be pretty big. Usually they're like worth 200 points of experience, which is valuable. Now, these are lava pits. You don't want to take an attack and fall into those, so you gotta be really careful in this area. And what we just picked up is an item that we need to take to the next town. So, because in order to get some of these spells... Uh-oh, I think we just kind of put ourselves in a bad spot here. Let me back that way. Oh boy. Okay, I gotta be careful here. I should have...
If he hits you, do you have a chance to possibly fall in one of the pits?
Well, that depends on where I take the hit. So, we got out of there, luckily. I should have just kept going, but... I mean, at that point, you just gotta try to outwit the enemy. And luckily we did, because if you go off screen and then it comes on screen, it will automatically move. And so, that's how you manipulate some of the enemies. Now, we just made it to another town. Now, some things about the towns. Now, this lady in red right here, if you talk to her, she has the ability to restore your life. Now, our life is full, but she can restore your life. Now, this one right here, if you go to see her, she restores your magic. So if you ever get into a tight spot, just go to a town and just talk to them, and they'll get you fixed up. And then since we brought the item back to this person, she lets us in, and then we go see the next person that will give us our next spell. And this one's our jump spell. So the first
So
spell we
these
got is...
wizards, I have a quick question. These wizards you're seeing right now, are they the equivalent of when you open a big chest in a dungeon and you receive a new ability or a new special weapon? Is that the same? Or are they the equivalent of like what a great fairy would give you on Ocarina of Time, like a new ability or something?
I would say more the equivalent of a Great Fairy in Ocarina of Time granting a new ability.
Okay.
Because you actually get items in here too. Now you can't use the items, but they're like auto equipped to you, and then you use them as you go. Now what we're doing here is we're going to level up our life to level 3, and then we're going to work on our next magic and get that leveled up to level 3, and then we're gonna get our attack up to level 6.
Okay.
Now, we're not gonna be at Dungeon 2 for quite a while.
What's the highest attack level you can have?
Level 8. So
Okay.
you can get magic up to level 8, you can get life up to level 8.
Pink asked a strange question. I'm sure he's trolling, so you don't have to answer. But the question is, isn't there a Lady of the Night in one of the villages?
That I'm not entirely certain about. That's a good question, though.
He used the word hooker, but
Nah, that's all right. I think there's a hack of this game. I think it's called The Legend of Error. That one's I think that would fit that description a little bit better. It's a ROM hack of this game where you play as the character Error, who's like one of the people that it's kind of like walking throughout the town, or that you meet in one of the towns that says, "I am Error." Okay, so this part now. if you notice on the field, there's several different areas where you can get enemy encounters. So the light green area, that's your grass. And then the dark green, that's your like the forest. And then like the grayish area, that's the swamp.
Okay.
Now, there's a part in here that we need to find a hidden town, and here's how you do that. So, if you start right here at the top of where this road extends to the right, so counting this as 1, you want to move until you hit number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then from here you want to go up 3 and then left 1. So we just ran into an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just have to deal with that real quick. Watch the spiders. The blue ones will drop to the ground. So 1, 2, 3, and then go left 1. And there it is. This is a person that you need to talk to in the game. His name is Bagoo. And we have to take the note he has to the riverman in the nearest town.
Question.
So to get to that town, we gotta cross the bridge.
I have a quick question. Can you complete the game without doing this part?
No, you have to do it.
So how would you know or had known there was a secret town and that you had to find a note to take?
So if all else fails and you don't know how to proceed in the game, you talk to the people in the town and they will usually point you in the right direction.
Okay. Just like a typical Zelda game.
And yeah, and the only other thing is you just got to experience and just find your way around the different areas. Oh, and here's another thing. This main road, this like yellow goldish type of road, if you encounter an enemy on that road, nothing happens. That is your safe area. Nothing can happen there. And so if you yeah, and that's a good way to manipulate so that way they don't appear for a good while. Now this character here, she says, I lost my mirror. So I'm like, well, where the heck am I going to be able to find a mirror? So I go inside here, and you just try different things, and look, I found a mirror under the table.
Clint says stuff like that was in games to sell Nintendo Power magazines.
Oh
like
yeah,
what you explained earlier to me about the Lost Town.
Yeah, sometimes those magazines will let known of those type of tricks. But thanks to finding this mirror, we will now get a critical ability. This is our life ability right here. Our life magic. It's the most expensive one, so you have to be aware of when and how you use it. So like it takes like 70 of your magic, which right now we don't have a lot of magic. So if you wanna use a life up, you just gotta play a little bit better and try to avoid taking hits. But yeah, pretty much if you're stuck, just talk to the townspeople and they'll usually put you in the right direction. Now this person right here, this is the Riverman. And if you know where to find Bagoo, then you can go talk to Bagoo and then talk to Riverman. And then what happens is he will build the bridge across and you can go to the next area. This area right here can be pretty challenging. What are your thoughts on this game so far?
I'm watching you. I feel safe while playing it, but I know, like, I can tell you know it, but it looks good. Now, it doesn't look, it reminds me of one of those NES games, which it is a NES games that you just had to play and learn. You know, you didn't, I knew about Nintendo Power and guides like that, but family was not about to buy me a magazine. So, but when I think of this, watching you play it, it looks good. It looks like one of those good classic NES games. They did good with it. I just wouldn't know where to go. That's why I'm lost about. But you say the people in the village will tell you where to go. Seems like you can go anywhere in this game, and you can just keep going to endless possibilities. That's the only thing I'm afraid of.
Yeah, there's specific items. Okay, now watch out for this enemy right here. Swings a mean hammer, or an axe, whatever you want to think about. So you just kind of like time the rhythm of its swings, and right as it's about to swing again, that's when you want to go for it. Because if you miss, then that thing is gonna hurt.
Crestline said he loves the city theme in Zelda 2. Yeah, I think that's neat too.
Yeah, yeah. The towns are your safe spots. Most definitely. Okay.
This gives me Super Mario Brothers 1 and on the NES. I get those vibes from looking at this bridge and the skeleton bones flying out the fire river and all of that. But see how you're going from like one cave to the other and you know where you're going. I would play this. I don't know this by heart, so I would really have to take my mindset back and make myself learn this game and practice and keep playing.
Yes, this takes a lot of practice to get right. Now, like that red enemy that I just fought, those things are tough, tough, tough. And what happens is when they swing their axe, it becomes like a projectile. And if you take a hit from those projectiles, man, they hurt. And like our life is not very strong right now, so you have to be really careful. Okay, now you see how this enemy just dropped the bag with the P on it?
Yes.
So the amount of EXP we just got from that is 200. So basically we're building up to the next attack meter now. Now, I would say if you're trying to start this for the first time, I would not do it the way like this. This is just an idea of where to start. I would just continuously just build up the EXP the way it progresses. And then as you get more confidence, then you can start kind of manipulating your way to play it.
Hey, K Rich, welcome in. K Rich, welcome in. Thank you for dropping those controllers. Like the video. We have Captain giving a showcase right now of Zelda II, The Adventures of Link. The Adventure of Link. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. There will be a stream. I haven't decided exactly yet, but there will be a stream immediately after this stream. But enjoy the showcase, my friend. I appreciate you for tuning in.
Okay, so what we're trying to get right now is a item that we need in order to advance on the map. And that item is the hammer. The hammer can break down specific obstacles on the map. Like it can chop down a forest, or it can destroy any boulders that are on the field. We'll get to that in a moment. Man, I was hoping that one was gonna drop some EXP, but that didn't quite happen. Now in this cave, just if you come across any enemies, I would just take them out. The more experience, the better. And so right now we're working up to 3,000, which by the time we get to the second palace, we're going to be well on our way to get there, which is good for us. Oh boy. Now I think... Okay. I trapped that guy against the wall because it can't jump. So if you want to manipulate the enemies to your will, it's always good to do that. So now, since there's a red potion right here, we can use our life magic restore our life, and then get that potion, and we're right back to full strength.
Oh, that's neat. It reminds me of the magic meter. Is this where the magic meter officially started?
Yes.
I thought it started on A Link to the Past, but you are now educating me. I thought it, because I always consider A Link to the Past the official blueprint to the future Legend of Zelda games that we have from that point moving forward today.
Yeah, this one and Link to the Past are very different. Like
Very, very
they're
different.
not even the same because Link to the
No,
Past doesn't use experience.
and it's a top down.
So, I would say Link to the Past to find. Uh-oh. Oh, oh boy. Oh, this is not good. Level. Okay. Okay, we gotta back out of this room. Oh, we're in trouble. This is not good. Okay. Oh boy.
You doing
So
good? You
this is
doing
gonna be a
good?
clutch. This is gonna be a clutch moment right here if we can get through this. So we're either gonna take a death or we're gonna outsmart this thing. Yeah, I completely misplayed that. So. And yeah, there we go. Damn. Yeah, I butchered that. Sorry about that, y'all.
Oh, you're good.
Like
Oh,
like I said, these enemies hurt.
oh, and K Rich, I'm sorry. I was listening to Captain, but yeah, Clint answered your question about the emojis. Yeah, their memberships. That those special memberships. Um, the membership that you pay for on YouTube gives you access to those special emojis. I start mine at $2.99 a month. I try to make it as low as possible for you all. But thank you, Clint, for answering that for him. But Captain, you did good. You went back in there and you got him. Well, that hammer you picked up, is that considered a special item?
Yes, it's one of the items that you need in order to advance,
Okay.
or if you wanted to get certain things, you have to have it. So like this boulder right here, so you just press like your jump button to break it, and then you can advance on that square, and if you go into that falling screen, and there we go, we just found our second magic container. And then overall, we are done now with this section, so we can now get out of here. And the best way to get out is we just go to the right here, and we're going to advance to the next area.
Chrisline said, is Zelda 2 the only Zelda game with a leveling system? I would think so.
To my knowledge, well, I would say as far as like earning experience, I would say this is the only one.
Yeah, I think that's what he's
Now,
referring to.
if you want to get into like some of the Game Boy ones, like Link's Awakening or Oracle of Ages or Seasons, the items have a level system, but not
That's
in
true.
terms of experience, but in terms of like their quality and their strength.
That's true. Well, I know with A Link's Awakening for sure. I can't speak on Oracles.
Man, these guys are giving me fits today. There we go.
Hey, John Gas. I cannot say your last name. Gastelon. Gasteldon. Thank you for subscribing. If you are still in here, thank you for subscribing to the channel. And we appreciate you for your subscription. You are now considered a controller. Feel free to introduce yourself, my friend, and I would speak further. Pink Rebel. Go ahead.
That area that I just walked through, that is the graveyard. You don't want to get into a fight in the graveyard. It is bad for business.
Mm.
The
Look,
enemies there will come at you quick, and they will take your experience points away and destroy your life before you even know what hit you.
gotcha.
So,
Yes, Larry, this is a Nintendo game. The graveyards are one of my favorite parts of every Legend of Zelda game. Now you have me scared now.
well, I mean, do we have to venture into the graveyard eventually? Yes, but you
Okay,
don't want to get into a fight there, and we'll get to that later.
understood.
Now, here, if you use your jump magic and you get to the top, which by talking to that guy, now we got a new attack ability, the down stab. So you just while you're jumping, you hold the down D-pad, and you can do a sword stab in a downward motion. And we're going to use that ability quite a lot to take out some of these enemies. Now, for right now, that's all we can do in this town. There's something we need to collect the next spell, and we'll get to that in a moment. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head back across this road. And if you're ever going anywhere on the map, always stay on the road unless there's somewhere you need to get to. And then we'll just take out some of these enemies here. And then we're going to get another item that's up here in the swamp.
Hey, Trash from the Twitch side. Welcome in, my friend. I think this is your first time over here at an Arcade Intelligence stream. You're watching from the Twitch side. We have a showcase going on where we let our followers or subscribers showcase a game that they're good at, and we have a guy by the name of Captain B.S. over here on the YouTube side. He's showcasing Zelda II, The Adventures of Link. So we're just chilling along with him. Thank you for tuning in, my friend.
Alright. There we go. That's how I like to defeat those enemies. There we go. So this is a potion that we need to take back to that town, and we need to give to somebody, and that will allow us to get the next spell.
I was gonna say you can't just drink it.
Nope, because someone else needs it. So, like, getting those items and getting the spells, I would say is like the equivalent of doing an item trade quest in one of the Game Boy's Zelda games. So, important to get, because you really need the spells in this game. There's one spell that you may not need, but if you're a first-time player of the game, you'll definitely want to have all the spells that you can need. And so we'll go back to this town and we'll get that spell now. And then pretty soon we're on our way to the second palace. And by doing everything that we've done up to this point, we're basically going to go palace to palace without any major break. So this thing's going to start flowing a lot better. So we talk to this person here, the Water of Life. So they'll let us in, and we'll get the next spell.
When you're talking to these people in the village, is that the same original village that you were in at the beginning of the game?
They will look very similar, but they will have different things to say.
Okay.
They will look similar, but they will say different things.
As far as location, is it in the same location of where the original village was in the beginning of the game?
No, other people will be in different spots.
Okay.
They're not always the same, and it's kind of random who walks by too. So it just depends on what the game does for you in that moment.
That's what I was getting at.
So now that we've taken care of that, Now breaking this rock over here will allow us to get our next heart container. Now boomerangs are projectiles you can either block with your shield just by standing in front of it. Now if they're on the lower, you gotta duck. But if they're at your face, then you want to stand.
What's the maximum amount of life you can have? Is it 8 as well?
Yep, you can have up to 8 containers and 8 life or heart containers. Now if you notice this block up here, if you break that open, then you get back to where we started. Alright, so we just gotta go into one more cave here. Now, caves will have one of several things. They can have containers, or they can have certain rewards for getting through the main portion of the cave. So this one, for example, if you get through this entire room here, then a little pea bag waits for you, and that's worth 200 points. The ones in the later game will be worth 500. And those things can add up very quick. So we've done everything we've needed to, and now we can go to the next palace, which is in the swamp.
Oh, that's why you call this the swamp, because you kind of sink down. Or whatever you call this area.
Yeah, I think it's reasonable to... I think this is a swamp. I mean, we can stand in it, because usually if we stand in like water or something... Now, you can run into a fairy on the field. If you get fairies, run into those, because those will restore your life instantly.
Hey, just a second. We have streaming royalty in the building, brought to us by K Rich from our stream, our Zelda Ocarina of Time stream last night. So Trent, K Rich got into Trent's live last night once I finished, and Trent came over and checked out my channel because of K Rich, and now here we have Trent in the stream and live stream as we speak. And Trent, welcome in. Let me do a quick spiel real quick. My name is Arcade Intelligence. I am the creator of the controller community. The controller community is what we call our subscribers, followers, or anyone who supports Arcade. We ask anytime that you join an Arcade Intelligence stream that you drop controller emojis of your choice in the chat. We welcome you. We will support you. All of the above. We appreciate you for stopping by. And yes, welcome over. We're having what's called a controller showcase, where we allow someone from our community to showcase a game that they're really good at. So right now, one of our controllers, aka Captain B.S, he streams as well. He is showcasing Zelda 2. I have never played Zelda 2. I am a Legend of Zelda fan. It's my favorite video game franchise. I've always strayed away from this game, but he is taking his time to show me a full playthrough of this. So we welcome you. But welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. I will be sure to stop by your house as well and check you all out. Controllers, please be sure to check out Trent Goes Live. I checked out some of his content last night and this morning. He's a good streamer, but welcome him in. And back to you, Captain. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Sometimes it's always good to support those that we show love to and back. So this is the second palace, and as you can see, the color and the layout is a lot different. Ooh, this is good. Now these enemies like to jump over you, so you kind of have to watch yourself as you battle them. Now, some of the enemies have variants in different colors, and so you just got to know what you're fighting and what you're up against whenever you go into different dungeons, because some of these enemies can get a lot stronger. Now, since we got the down press, you just jump straight up and then just down press, and that stab attack will eliminate those things a lot faster.
Chris Line put the link to Trent Goes Live's YouTube channel in the chat for you. For anyone who's interested, there's the link to his YouTube. Also, I'm gonna tag Captain's name real quick in this video so you all can click his name and subscribe to him. He will be starting up his streams real soon as well.
I was over on Facebook for a long while. I just started over on the Twitch side, so my name is a little bit different over there. There was already someone by the name of Captain B.S, so I had to put a 210 at the end of it. So it's actually on the purple side, it's Captain B.S 210.
Oh, so Trent Goes Live said this game kicked his ass when he was a kid, but he managed to finish it. So that tells me that he was a great gamer from even a kid. I never gave it a chance because I already heard. Oh, I like how you're attacking him, Captain, in that angle. Now, that's good. But I never attempted this game.
I mean, this game kicked my ass pretty bad. I just couldn't figure this game out. But experience taught a lot of things, and just got better at games overall. And this one in particular got a lot better at. And then I get to the Great Palace, and then you learn the harsh lessons of the Great Palace. Because boy, oh boy, that encountering that for the first time was nerve-wracking, especially if you didn't know where to go. And if you don't know where to go, that thing will get you lost very quickly.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, it's so demanding that if you get a game over on the game and you reach the Great Palace, you actually start at the Great Palace. So it doesn't boot you all the way back to all the way to the start of the game.
See,
now,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
This section right here, you have to be careful and get through it quickly, because you can get trapped if you're not careful.
Gotcha.
You need the quest item to break those blocks, which we're about to get right now.
Gotcha. You have a good night, Larry. Thank you for tuning in and watching the playthrough this far. I know you normally go to bed early. We appreciate you. I think you inspired Larry to possibly play this game because he just got a Switch. And welcome in, James. Thank you for dropping those controllers. Like the video, please, as you all enter the stream. And thank you, Trent, for letting Pink know that Majora's Mask is not the best Legend of Zelda of the whole franchise. Thank you for clearing that up. Okay. I'm sorry, Captain.
Oh, no, you're okay.
Oh, speaking of, Captain, what is your favorite Legend of Zelda of the whole franchise? I think you mentioned it last night. Wow, I forgot.
I mean, I love the Oracle of Ages and Seasons, but as far as my favorite, it would have to be Twilight Princess. That game is a knockout from start to finish. It's fun.
I haven't played it. I typically I consider those like spin-offs, but I will play it. I will give it a try because I do know it's a popular one. And Trent is rallying behind what you just said. He said it is so good, so I have to try it soon.
I mean, if you get through Ocarina, Twilight kind of follows the same formula, so to speak.
Oh, Trent said he can barely do a top 5. I have my top 5. And my top 5 kind of changes. depending on if one comes out that's really good. Cause when a Link Between Worlds came out, it's now part of my top five. So, and I didn't think my top five would change, but it's changed in between 2012 to this current day.
I've never played A Link Between Worlds, but I've heard it's pretty good.
Oh yes, it's a treat. It's a great treat. It's one of those treats like if you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, you like I just want to get something to eat. I want to snack on it. It's a treat like that. Like you just can't stop yourself.
Well, if the Nintendo Switch finds a way to include 3DS games,
Oh,
or
that
even
would be
DS games in general,
that's gonna be one of the first games I stream. But yeah, Clink, Sheriff Chris has requested Twilight Princess on the channel before. He said that's his favorite. I do have to play it for him one day soon. Cause he watched the content after, even if he can't make the live stream, he will go back and watch it. So I'll still play it. Twilight Princess is one of my toughest ones. Wants to be. It's one of my toughest Zeldas to complete. To an extent. It's fun but tough.
It can be a tricky game at points.
It's this point of the game when you have these two pieces. They're like chess pieces, and you're trying to make them meet with each other.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? That part. Yep. So, yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yep, you're talking about the Sacred Grove.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so here's the boss of this one. Now this one, I just attack right away, and then deflect, attack, and then just, if you're consistent, and with your attack power leveled up very high, that boss falls down.
You made that look very easy.
Yep.
Yes, the Temple of Time pulls a pink. That's the one I'm talking about. So what did that just do? What you just did?
So, by putting the crystal into the statue, you complete the dungeon, and then whatever level that you're trying to get, it automatically advances. So because we got 5,000, we can take our attack and level it up to 7. So basically, like the 5,000 points, that's something you would normally be doing in the second half of the game. But we're doing it early because we're maximizing the efficiency of how we get our experience. And so by the end of this third palace coming up, our attack power will be at max, and then our life and magic will be at level 4. And that will set us up for the back half of the game. So, right now, since we already have everything that we need, we're just going to go to the next palace. We're not going to waste time. We just go for it. Okay. Now, this is the graveyard right here, and like I said earlier, you do not want to get into a fight in the graveyard. It is just not the definition of a fun time. And so what I do is I take a battle in the desert, and then I quickly move through the graveyard while there's no enemies on the field. And then I stop in this middle one right here, and I quickly go in, I just acknowledge it, and then exit, and then I go straight down upon exit. And drop on that unsuspecting enemy that had no idea what it was in for. Now, this is where we use our next spell. So the fairy spell. As you can see, that wall is way too high. Not even the jump ability can reach it. So, use your magic, and you change it to a fairy, and the fairy can get through it.
Oh, that's neat.
The fairy spell is a lot, so you have to, like the life spell, you have to kind of know when to use it. And here's the third palace, right on this isolated island. Okay, now some of these palaces, like this first iron knuckle statue that's right here, if you attack it, one of two things will happen. Either a red jar will appear, and you can restore your life or get your magic back up to full strength. Now, if you exit out and quickly go back in, you can reset the process. So by attacking it again, now we just unleashed a red iron knuckle. That's worth 100 points. So if you wanted to, just to get a quick, easy 100, you could just kind of reset. Now, it's 50-50 whether it's the red potion or you get the red iron knuckle. And so if you get the iron knuckle, take advantage and get those points.
Cool.
Because every little bit helps.
Trent says the fairy can save you from a fall as well.
It can. So if you take a hit and you're about to fall into the pit, and you quickly activate your fairy, yes, it will save you.
Oh, that's neat.
So we just got our life up to level 4, so we're good to approach the rest of this dungeon now, or palace. So our objective here is we're going to get our magic up to level 4. And then we're going to get our attack up to level 8 upon exiting the dungeon. Or palace.
Okay. Hey, welcome in, Mr. Blue. Fist bumps to you. And thank you for dropping the controllers. Welcome in. Like the video, please, sir. We have a showcase. Right now, Captain is giving us a full 100% walkthrough of Zelda II for the NES. I've never played that Legend of Zelda, so he's giving me some training and notes for whenever I decide to stream it. And yeah. And oh, welcome in, Parunga. I did not see you. Welcome. Thank you for dropping those special membership controllers as well, FIFO. And a stream will be following. I will be streaming right after the Captain completes this stream, so stay tuned if anyone has the time to stay up. He's doing a great job progressing through this game.
So anytime I see a red jar that gets dropped, if I have the magic to restore my life, I always do. And then you take the red jar back, and then all of a sudden, you're back at full strength again. Alright, come on. He just fell right to his death. Foolish iron knuckle. Alright. Oh, there we go. That's what I was hoping to do. Now, if you momentum you jump, the highest amount of spaces you can jump up is 3. I'm gonna take that guy out just to be safe. So now, if you're having trouble getting up, I mean, your jump spell can get you there, but sometimes a momentum jump can get you up there if you just stick with it and try. But if you try to jump 4 spaces or higher, you have to use the jump. There's no other way around it. Alright, we got everything we need here, so we'll go down the lift. Now, upon down the lift, we want to make sure we go to the right, because the quest item is on this side. Watch these things right here. Usually it's best to let them fall into the pit.
Okay.
Okay, so now our magic is up to level 4. So now we're going to... There we go. They just jump right into the pit. Okay. Now here are the blue iron knuckles.
Okay.
These things are dangerous. They are non-stop, and you have to basically anticipate their every move and just fight your way past them. If they give a little break for when you can get a jumping attack, it's always good to time it. Otherwise, just block and fight your way through them and just find an opening.
Gotcha.
Those things are hard to take down. But with the high attack power, it can be done.
Yeah, oh no, Blue. I mean, I'm sitting in one spot, so when during the showcase, I had to let the streamer, the official streamer and host who's playing, I sit in one spot and I actually look. So you probably can't tell, but I'm just chilling and my eyes just are focused. Farunga, I have not decided what I'm going to stream next, but I will when Captain let me know when he's towards the end of the game so I can schedule it. And Trent says, yeah, those blue guys are horrible.
Yep, the blue iron knuckles are no joke. Gotta always be on your guard against them. Okay, now if you look at the position of where this key is, it's in a very tight spot because it's down below. So here's what we're gonna do. If you go 2 spaces left of it, down press 2 and go right, down press 2 and go right, and kind of create a staircase for yourself. And then you can just get the key and hop back up and get right out of that pit. Now, if you don't do that, you kind of have to fight your way across while dealing with those things that are constantly being aggressive. So I just try to build a quick staircase and just deal with it.
So, Trent, would you attempt to play this game in today's time and go live? I think I've seen this on your channel already. So you beat it a while back. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna be sure to try to catch one of your streams and get in touch with you. If you have Discord, join the Discord, Trent. You can scan if you have the stream pulled up on a TV or able to just screenshot the stream and long press that QR code. At least that's how it works on Apple on the iPhone. You can that purple QR code, well, those QR codes that's changing colors will take you to all of my social media platforms, or you can go to the description of this video and you'll see all of the links to all of my socials. And please join the Discord if you have Discord.
Okay, so we kind of got out of an interesting spot there, and now we're ready for the boss fight.
Oh,
now,
Lord.
Our life is really low, so we need to play this carefully. So I'm going to put on a shield. Now, this is another blue iron knuckle, but he's coming on horseback. And so you need the down press ability for this. So if you don't get the down press, you're basically in trouble. And so as he rides across, just down press, and then once it's off horseback, engage it like a normal blue iron knuckle. Now, if you can't see its attacks, manipulate by going backward and draw it back into the screen so you can see where it's attacking, and then just defeat it. There you go.
GG's.
Boss number 3 is done. Now, since we bypassed that, we're going to cancel, and that will put us to where we need 8,000 points. But once again, we put a crystal in the middle, and that level up will take care of itself. Life and magic restored, and we get all 8,000 of those points.
Now that's great.
So by the time we're out of palace number 3, our attack is at full strength. So we could pretty much wax any one of these enemies. And even the tougher ones will take maybe 1 or 2 hits. Now the ones in the Great Palace will take a lot more, but that's why it's the Great Palace. But any of these others, like 1 hit there, 1 hit there, I mean, you're basically really strong at this point. However, having this particular stat is still a big risk, because when we get to the back half of this game, it's gonna be a lot tougher. Now, I just inadvertently ran into a hidden area in the graveyard, and there lies a red jar if you ever need it. But otherwise, I go back to the center just to make sure I'm safe, quickly exit, get back to the main road, and then the item that we got from that dungeon is the raft, so just go to the dock and take the raft across. And now we're in the second half. Now those things are Tektites. I cannot defeat them normally. You need a particular spell to defeat them. Now these things here, these little eyeballs, if you make contact with them, they will hurt. However, they're pretty straightforward to defeat. So we'll go into this next town, and this will get us our next spell. And once again, if ever stuck, always trust the townspeople, and they will put you in the right direction. So we'll go to that fountain, because this lady right here wants some water. So now with water, she lets us in, and we get the next spell. And basically what the person says. So now we have a fire spell. The fire spell is the only thing that could damage either the Tektites or the Zoras that you encounter in this area. You cannot hurt them without fire. That's their only weakness. And that's all we really need to do in this town. You can always talk to the townspeople.
Okay, so
making your way out.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, go for
does this game reference the Master Sword at all, and is the Triforce referenced at all?
The Triforce, yes. The Master Sword, no.
Is there an actual story that's going on? Because if it is, I've missed it. Is it a story like, with the Ocarina of Time? You have to travel back between 7 years from child Link to adult Link to save Hyrule, and Link to the past. You have to go between the dark world and the light world and so forth. But does this particular one has its own unique story?
So at the beginning of the game, like if you were to start up this game, what would happen is if you wait a while, it kind of starts as if it's like showing a movie credit, and it does explain the backstory behind what's happening in this game. So the idea is basically a spell has been put on Zelda. She has fallen asleep, and in order to save her, Link has to go across this entire area and place 6 crystals in palaces throughout, and then you defeat the Great Palace, get the Triforce, and that's pretty much the basic idea of it.
My big
But when
bro
we're
Dara
done,
said the music on this in the town is peaceful.
oh yeah. Now, there, one of the people that you do speak with, it's one of them will say, "Be beware the eyes of Ganon are always watching," because some of the people are actually enemies, and if you talk to them, they will reveal themselves. So sometimes you gotta be vigilant whenever you're trying to talk to the townspeople. But that's mostly the further you go. It doesn't usually happen right away.
And Chris May said he could never play this one right. But Chris May, at least you attempted it. I've never attempted it. I always strayed from this game. Because I've heard everything about it.
So this area right here is the maze, and this is actually where the next palace is, but we're not gonna go there quite yet. Now, these creatures right here are tricky, and you gotta be careful how you fight them.
Just a
There we
second,
go.
I'm about to answer a random question. So, Base, I have never been pulled and ripped out of a car before. Ever in my life. Not from a policeman, not from a person who was a threat or in a threatening way. Never, ever, ever. Hey, Wu-Tang, welcome in. Thank you for dropping those controllers. How are you doing, my friend? Thank you for stopping by. I know you've been busy and everything. I still need to get with you. However, thank you for stopping by. We are having a controller showcase right now. I will be streaming right after this stream. But welcome in, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. We have Captain B.S. on the ones and twos, giving us a full walkthrough of The Legend of Zelda II, The Adventure of Link. So yeah, we appreciate him for doing this full walkthrough.
Yeah, cheers, and I appreciate all of you here for watching. Thank y'all very much for being here. Okay, now this is a cool little part I'm going to show y'all now. So this next area, because we got to get to this town that's in the desert. Now, if I go up this block here, it's going to present a screen we have to get through. However, there is a trick around this. What we're going to do is we're going to walk. If we encounter an enemy, we're going to try to walk onto that block while running into that enemy, and if we do, we can skip that screen entirely. So we just did it again. So instead of having to deal with those long screens, we deal with the shorter ones, and we're right into the town. A neat little trick to get around that. And we're going to exploit that later in the game as well, when we're near the end. Now, this section right here is where you want to be careful talking to the townspeople. I'll show you an example. So, I'm going to try to counter one of them, and let's see what happens. Please save our town. Okay, so that one didn't fall for it. I cannot help you. Nope, that one's not. Oh, but that one is. And as you can see, it just turns into a regular enemy, and it's just worth 3 experience points, but that's why you gotta be vigilant when you're talking to some of the townspeople. Because if they turn into enemies, I mean, they won't hurt you that much if you're in the town. You can always get healed up. But it could throw you off. It's like, I thought towns were supposed to be safe. Well, not if the eyes of Ganon are always watching. Now, I just jumped on top of some of those houses and went inside the chimney of that one right there. And inside is that knight right there who teaches the up stab. So now we have a down stab and we have an up stab. The up stab will help in cases where there are enemies that we gotta attack from above.
Wu Tang, my condolences goes out to you. Have a game similar to that, but I appreciate you for sharing that, and I'm sorry that you. Uh, Wu Tang said this is the last game that he saw his cousin play before his cousin passed. So this game means a lot
Oh,
to him.
I'm sorry to hear that, and my condolences. We'll do our best to make this a strong showing, and we'll
Thank you,
we'll make
Captain,
this we'll make this a proud run.
and K Rich asked, "Does Headlock knows Captain?" Yes, Headlock does know Captain. They know each other. Captain stops by there a few times.
I actually helped Headlocked with a few Zelda games.
Mm-hmm.
Got him through the actually quest one and
Ocarina of
quest
Time
2.
as well.
Yep, Ocarina, Link to the Past.
Mm-hmm.
The first game I actually saw him stream was Sonic Spinball, of all games. I think someone asked if I play Mortal Kombat. Let's just say if I did, I would get destroyed instantly. Fighting games are not my strength.
Mine either.
I love watching them, but if I played them, I would get destroyed.
And I second that.
And I'm not afraid to admit that. I think that shows that, hey, I mean, I might be good at like your platformers and like your adventures and like your RPGs, and heck, I can even do a mean playthrough of Cuphead. But when it comes to fighting games, yeah, no.
I have another question to ask. No, I have never had an incident with a Karen before. Base. Base, I'm gonna ask you I'm gonna ask you offline where you be getting these questions from. You be tickling me. I think you be doing it on purpose to try. Luckily, I'm not playing, so I can answer freely and it won't throw me off. But your questions always tickle me. Unless the Karen is Pink Rebel, now y'all grown for that. I'm listening, Captain. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So what I did here is I went to the left side and went along the left part of the maze, and that's where you find your next magic container. So now we're up to 7 magic containers. Now those enemies right there, those are the Zora. And this one right here is the Tektite. Those can only be destroyed with fire. Now, some of the other areas here may have other screens to go through, but if you stick to the outside of the map and just go all the way around and take the long way, you'll avoid any other trouble navigating this section, and you go straight to the palace. Now, this is palace number 4. Business is gonna pick up here. So y'all get ready. And luckily we have all the spells we need. The reflect spell, if you go into this palace without the reflect spell, good luck. You won't make it past the boss. You need the reflect spell. It is critical. You have to have it. More on that later on. So what we're doing first is we're going for the quest item. We're gonna make a big jump here. Ooh, just barely. Okay, now it was mentioned that the fairy could save you if you take a hit. Now, this is one of those areas where you want to keep that in mind, especially that enemy that just fell into the lava, because it's now going to respawn, and it's in a particularly dangerous spot here. Now, if we get it to fall, that's beautiful. You want it to fall into the lava, so you don't have to battle it. and then you just get right out of that area. Tricky spots here in this palace to get the keys. After that, you could fall down this area. If it's pitch black, it's a safe spot to fall down. But if there's lava or water, avoid it at all cost. Alright, this room will have the item that we need. Ooh.
Oh, by
There
the
we
way,
go.
Captain, James said he said earlier that you was doing great at narrating this game, and he also said Captain is excellent in talking us through this, and dropped the controllers for you as well. And welcome in, So Wavy Josh, little bro. I've heard this music but never knew it was Zelda. Oh, nice. So you just helped Daryl realize that the music that he's heard is from Zelda II.
Ah, nice. Well, I appreciate the kind words, and I try to do my best to keep things simple. Sometimes I like to overthink, but keeping it simple on... Man, what is this thing doing? It's just going... Did y'all see that? It was kind of going back and forth there for a minute.
It was like a boomerang.
Yeah, some of those things can ricochet like that, so... Now that enemy right there is kind of stuck down in the lava. Now if we can bypass it, that would be ideal. Now what you can do is you can use the screen to manipulate, and what happens is if it reaches the edge of a screen, it will actually bounce back the other direction. So you can manipulate those things if they're bouncing too fast and you want them to be in a particular spot to where you'll be safe. So just some little details to keep track. Now these enemies right here, these are your Wizro. The only way you could take them out is to reflect their magic right back at them using the reflect spell. But we're not going to waste our magic against them. We're going to leave them be. Now, like the last time, build a staircase. Get the key, jump right back up. Working smarter and not harder.
That's right. That's the formula to life. I think I'm a little off topic. K Rich has helped me figure out what I'm going to stream next after this stream, which will be Cuphead.
That's a good game. I would love to showcase that one too.
Ooh,
Although,
if you can showcase us Cuphead, because I know you helped me for sure when I beat it the first time. You gave me a lot of your pointers, or the pointers that helped me complete it. So whenever you are ready to showcase that, by all means. I would love that.
I think the best way to probably do something like that would be to actually stream it directly. Because I don't know how else to capture a gameplay like that unless I do it through like Discord. My internet is not quite the best though, but I do the best with what I have.
You're streaming right. Well, you're pretty much streaming right now. I'm connected to your Switch, and we have full bars, no glitches, no nothing. So Jane said maybe we can do a co-op. They don't let us do it. We can't. The only way we can do a co-op is if we were in person together, which is. You are right up the road from me though. If we ever wanted to do that.
I'm in Texas, so.
But
not too far from the block.
Right. We might have to work something out. I would be down for co-op Cuphead. That would be nice, especially with a master like you. But James, I like how you think, my friend. Let's see.
So, whenever you get back to that spot after you get the item, if you wanted to go back out and just to kind of reset yourself, you always can. because you can hit that iron knuckle statue right there, get the red jar, basically get back up to full strength, and then you're ready to get to the next area. So we're actually in a pretty good spot right now.
It's good. We have a question
Now,
for you, Captain, for Crestline. He asked, what FPS games do you play?
first person? Not that many, honestly. Now, yeah, not really that many. I've played a few of like the GoldenEyes or the 007 games before. I know those are first person. I have played third person games though. I've played a.
Oh, sorry. That was me.
I was like, what just happened? Now, I played a few of like I would say like Halo and things like that, like Halo 2, back when it was like really popular. Now, I do like one particular third-person shooter, and that is Helldivers. I'm a big Helldivers 2 player. Love that game. Now, this is a particularly difficult area here. Actually, I'm trying to figure out how to best approach this. Ooh, there we go. That's what I wanted. Yeah, those blue head enemies are really dangerous, and you gotta be careful over lava pits. But no, I mainly like, I don't play a lot of like first person. I do play a lot of like Helldivers though. Helldivers 2 in particular. That game is an absolute blast.
Good stuff. I haven't played Helldivers before. The only first person that I got into was like the GoldenEyes, obviously, Halo, other little games here and there. But I would need to try Helldivers. To be honest, Captain, the games that you recommend, I'm willing to try them, but I'm scared of them because the games you play are hard. People say that about me too. They say you play very hard games, and or the retro games, some retro games I play, but the games you recommend are hard. I did not think Crash Bandicoot was going to be hard. I was like, I've seen that game before. I could do that. That game took strength out of me in a good way. It made me reflect and realize and take me back to how games were. Okay, let me stop talking. You're the boss. You need to give us.
This boss fight, you just need to activate Reflect, stand in the corner, and just let it throw its attacks at you. You bounce them back, and if it gets into the path of those attacks, it destroys itself.
Well, GG's. So that was was that the 4th or the 5th palace? I think the 4th, right?
That's palace number 4. Now, watch what happens here. Now, we're going to level up all the way to 9,000 points.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where taking that risk can really pay off. Here's why. Because now you could take that 9,000, and now you could start leveling up your other life and magics by decreasing those 9,000. So we'll take 800, we'll level up our life.
Oh, nice.
We'll take 1,200, level up our magic.
Okay.
We'll take 1,500, level up our life. We'll take 2,200, level up our magic. And we'll take 2,500, and we'll level up our life again. So by the time you leave this palace, now you're at 800 points going into the next level up. Because normally, if you complete a level, you'll start at 0. But now we're starting with 800. So it's a way to manipulate your way to maximizing the full use of your experience.
It's pretty neat. I like that tactic.
Now that bag of experience right there is worth 500. I would definitely get that before you go into this next palace. We're gonna go into that next palace right away. But before we do that, we're gonna go up a little bit here, go all the way to the right, staying in the water. The item that we got from the last palace were specialized boots that allow us to travel in the water. And then you pick up a heart container right there, and now we're in a great position, and we go right into the next palace. So we're not messing around here. We just go from one to the next.
Gotcha. What's up, little bro, beautiful minds? Hit me up in the Discord, my friend. And if you got something you want to say, we want to let Captain have the floor. But feel free to let me know what's going on in the background in the Discord, and I will let you know. But we got Captain giving us a good showcase of The Legend of Zelda II, The Adventure of Link. He's doing a great job. I would say he's more than halfway through the game at this point. Am I correct, Captain?
Oh yeah, we're on palace number 5, so we're pretty much getting there.
You're doing great.
Now, my hope is by the time we're done with this palace, we will be maxed out on all of our stats. So level 8 on everything.
Have you ever played Smash Bros. Melee on the Melee Zelda stage? I think he's saying the song. This song is from the Smash Bros. Melee Zelda stage.
Oh yes, Smash Bros. Melee. Yep.
Melee, yeah.
The temple.
Saying Melee. I know.
Yeah, it's a temple theme. Okay, now here are the enemies that we get to battle in this one. So these enemies will basically kind of run and hide. So what you want to do is if they appear close by, just down stab them. And at a full level 8, they only take 2 hits. Now, we don't want to go to the right, so we want to head left, but check the entire room, because you want to max out these enemies in particular. They give off 200 points of experience, and each one that you take out, it adds up. Especially if you're trying to level up these higher abilities. Now, if they're too far away, just let them deal with their attack, and the moment they're close to you, that's when you want to try to get them. So sometimes you gotta be a little patient and let them come to you. This one's trying to stay away. So, there we go. And if you're quick enough, you can get both hits right away. Okay, so we're gonna use the jump spell to get to this key. We need to let the blocks form, and we'll grab that key. Now, something that you could do here is you can smash the blocks that are underneath. Now, as long as there are 3 blocks that are stacked, those blocks cannot be destroyed. So if you let that 3rd block stack, then they'll just stay in place. That way, you're protected from any attacks that come from above.
Okay, so quick comment. So a comment came in from Chris May. He has anyone speed run anything? We haven't had on this channel anyone to speed run, not even myself. I don't do speed runs. If I ever decide to do one, my first speed run would be of The Legend of Zelda A Link to the Past, and but no one has ever showcased and speed ran a game. In my opinion, Clint speed ran Castlevania 4 for the Super Nintendo. He completed that game in about 20 to 25 minutes. But yeah. And welcome in APG Suit. Thanks for dropping those controllers. Like the video.
So in this room right here, if you see a room with red lava, don't even try. That room is a trap. And I mean, it leads to a dead end, so it's not worth going to it. So this one, you just want to see everything green. You don't want to see any lava.
My correction, he said it was 50 minutes. It felt like 20 minutes. You went through it so fast. My apologies. But anywho, do you know what this guy right here, this enemy reminds me of? I'm sure you do.
What does it remind you of?
The Hammer Brother from Super Mario Bros. 1. Especially when you make it to the later levels and he just be throwing it crazy. Or Bowser on the last castle of Super Mario Brothers when he just throws like 6 or 7 hammers and they expect you. Yes, Chris May got it. That's exactly who he reminds me of.
Yeah, I can see that.
Every time you make it to him, I'll be like, where he come from? That's a Super Mario Brothers rip right there. I mean, granted, Nintendo owned the rights, so they can do that, but I digress.
So, all we have left right now are 2 more level ups. So, the magic number of experience points we want to get by the time we're done here, or by the time we get to the boss, is 3,500. So if we can get 3,500, beating the boss will grant 500, which will help us reach 4,000.
Oh, so you can kind of level up twice.
Yes,
I see your tactic. I like that. Man,
I cannot. Oh my goodness. I had to unnecessarily use my magic there. I didn't want to, but oh well. Alright, I think, yep, here's a blue iron knuckle. Ah, it got me turned around. Okay. A little sloppy there, but we're gonna keep pressing on.
We have a question for you, Captain, from Beautiful Minds. He asked, do you prefer Zelda 1 or 2?
Ultimately Zelda 1, but I don't mind Zelda 2 either.
Okay. Great question. I give all praise to Captain for even playing these. I would have never. When he mentioned that he could do it, oh lord. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Took them to a different thing. Stupid stream deck. But anyhow, when you said that you was willing to do this, I was like, yes, that would be perfect.
Alright, now these particular rooms right here, I want to be kind of careful in, because you got these blocks that are kind of midway, so there's not a lot of room to get around these enemies. So I destroy the blocks, and that way I can open up the field a little bit to attack some of these enemies. There we go. I think one of them at one point gave me a red jar, but I think it's hit or miss. So at this point, all we're trying to do right now is get some keys. Now, I was hoping not to use my magic a lot because there's usually one key door I end up skipping because having the fairy magic can allow you to skip through any locked doors. But I'm not sure if we're going to have enough magic to use it. Yeah, this one's not giving off any red jars. Oh well, that's alright. Now, if we wanted to, I could let some of these things fall and get some of these blue enemies. And they could help get some magic back. This is a dangerous room right here because you got these flying enemies while you got these fire enemies as well. So ultimately, like, I want to defeat the fire enemies. Ah! Little pests. Yeah, so I want to get the fire enemies out as quick as I can, because if not, these enemies right here are going to frustrate. I think there were only nope, there's another one. Oh! Oh, man, I was hoping to get that other attack off. Have to use another life here. So probably we're gonna have to go find that other key. But it's worth it to get that experience.
Okay.
Now, if one of these enemies... Oh, that is clutch. We just got the red jar. That was critical. We needed that. Alright, so now we're back in a good position. That red jar saved us here. Some of these rooms can be awfully tricky if they want it to be. I think Crestline is asking me if I played Sonic, which one is my favorite? That is a great question, and the answer would be Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
That's my worst. That's my Achilles heel, and I have never beaten that when I completed that one to this day. Crestline's supposed to be showcasing that at some point.
Yep.
I have never beaten that one.
That's a game I could destroy easily.
Wow. I would love to see both of y'all play through it, or you all's takes on it. And
now, yeah, like all three Sonics, like the originals, like Sonic 1, I'm pretty solid at. Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Knuckles.
Sonic 2 is my favorite too, Chris May.
I've actually was listening to a little bit of the Sonic 2 soundtrack earlier. I just like hearing the Chemical Plant Zone. Just a catchy tune.
One of my best friends from Kansas City, I actually texted him. His birthday is coming up. He asked me when we was texting, I think yesterday, and he said, "You canceled on me when I was supposed to do it." I was like, "I didn't cancel, I just got busy." But anyway, he's supposed to be doing a showcase. He was supposed to do the original first showcase of the channel, because I know he doesn't mind talking at all or whatever. And for everybody who's open to doing or thinking about doing a showcase, you do not have to be afraid to do it. It's our same community here. I know some people think, "Oh, it's being live streamed, it's nerve-wracking," but just go for it. RK, have you seen how live music will perform like video games? I have seen that Beautiful Minds. I have seen that before. I like it. I love watching content like that. All right. So
All right, so we
we
have
had a boss
arrived
fight.
at this is the 5th boss.
Oh,
Now, this guy's a bit of a beast. He swings a pretty mean mace. So the idea here is, as soon as the mace finishes its full motion, just go for a quick attack on his lower body. And you gotta be quick, because that mace extends, and it can hurt if you don't know how to dodge it.
GG's.
And there's our life magic. There's our life up. And we're gonna put this last crystal in, and that will take care of the last level up. And we'll be at full strength.
Daryl said GG's, Captain.
Yeah, that was fun.
And K Rich said GG's.
GG's.
You were smart with how you went about leveling up everything. I see what you've done. And Chris wished you a GG's as well. You're getting a lot of GG's.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. So at this point, we're 5 out of 6 palaces done. So now we just gotta make our way into the next area. Now the item we collected, you press your sword attack button, and it'll play the instrument that we collected, and that takes care of this enemy that's standing in the way. It only dislikes that sound. So by playing that instrument, you take it out of commission and you can advance into the next area. So if you wanted to get further, you can't until you get that item. It is a must. And the item that we get in the 6th palace, it is definitely a must, or the end game will absolutely annihilate you.
Those lizard folk looking enemies on the gate, can you defeat them?
Not the ones standing over like that. You just have to dodge them.
Okay.
They just don't like you coming into its territory. Okay. So, to figure out this next spot, well, there's several places we can go. Now, there's a cave in that swamp area that will have some experience points if you want to get that. Now, we're going to go into this cave here. Now, if you want to use the fire magic, this is a good area to use it to get through those enemies. Or it could just jump over it, that's cool too. Now, once you get out of here, you want to go to this road right here, and you want to get the second bush from the left. And you do that with the hammer. And you will reveal the hidden town. And if you have all 7 magic containers up to this point, this person will let you in, and you will get the 8th. There is a secret at edge of town. So always talk to the townspeople, because they will let you know what's up. So that's our 8th magic container right there.
We have a question about if Ganon is in this game from Beautiful Minds. And Chris May said respect to those who have patience for this game.
So if you get a game over, it'll basically say game over, return of Ganon. So the idea is that because from the original, Ganon was destroyed, and so basically you're trying to prevent his reincarnation, so to speak.
Oh, so he's not in this one per se. You're just defeating his bosses or to prevent him from coming back.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Thank you for asking that, beautiful minds. I assumed he was the boss at the end of the game after the palaces.
So this is the edge of town as was described. So the spell called Spell, if you trigger that right here at the edge of town, that will reveal this hidden passage here. And this is probably the most important item you want to get in the game. That is the magical key. The magical key will unlock any locked doors from here on out.
Nice. And no, beautiful minds, he has not faced Dark Link yet.
And if anybody is asking if I'm gonna cheese that fight or fight him head on, we're gonna fight him head on. Because I got tired of cheesing that fight. I wanted a real challenge.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. You saw what he did to me last night on Ocarina of Time, and I underestimated him. But
oh, red jar. We don't need it. Now, if you don't want to defeat them, you can kind of down press over them, and you'll just kind of go through them. It won't destroy them, but it'll allow you to jump over them. Now, I would say if you want to grind for EXP, this is the best spot in the game to do it. But you want to run into the small enemies, because these orange enemies right here, they will grant 150 EXP, and there's 2 of them per section. And there's our last heart container right along the beach. Now, we want to take the instrument we got from the last palace, stand in the center of those 3 rocks, play it, and that will reveal the last palace.
Oh, nice. And yeah, it's beautiful minds. The hammer did help with the Dark Link fight, and Chris said, "I like that. Kill the game." I think he was referring to you saying you're gonna fight the Dark Link head on.
Yep, we're gonna do an honorable fight.
We'll see you back, Crestline, whenever you get a chance.
Okay, so our first approach is you want to stay on the top area here and just kind of make your way toward the right. Just kind of watch out for any of these Wizrow and watch the head statues from above. And then we'll just kind of methodically make our way up. And once again, we want to stay on this upper level. Okay, now this is the room you want to watch out for right here, this room. Now, you don't need to take care of the Wizrow, but here's what you want to use as a guide. These iron knuckle statues. So, go past the first one, no problem. Go past the second one, no problem. Stop at number 3. Now, here's what you want to keep in mind. On the floor, you see these little, like, rectangles? Use them as your guide. So from the statue, what we want to do is you want to stop right here at this second one from the right. And we're going to make a big jump across the hidden gap that's below. If you don't jump it, it's going to put you down into a trap. So jump right there and you'll skip it entirely. And don't even think of trying to use a fairy right here. These blocks prevent that cheese. The people who made this game thought about that, and they prevent that from happening. Now, this one has 2 mini-boss fights, and they're both the blue iron knuckles. And since you're at full strength, just 2 hits will take them out. The second most important item of the game, the cross. We need that to navigate the end game. Because that will reveal hidden enemies that will just destroy you if you don't see them coming. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try to jump back across that gap. So think about where the second gap. Think about where that spot was where you had to jump from, and you want to jump right back to that spot. And we just cleared it, as you notice. If you try to go so like this third one, the one right past that, that's where the hidden ground is. Now, if you wanted to use a fairy to get back across, you can from the right. You just can't if you're trying to go right.
There's some real trickery. That kind of took a bit blow to my stomach. Like that would take me back to the state of saying I don't want to try this game again now. But no, I'm not gonna be like that. Cause I wouldn't remember that. That is muscle memory, and from a professional who played this game, I would have to play this game probably off stream first and practice this stuff. And I don't do that, but I don't think I remember that.
Yep, and if you want to watch another person who's really good at this, One Coin Only, he is a pro at this as well.
I watched One Coin play. I didn't watch him do a full playthrough of this, because I think I was going to bed when he started it one night. It was really late, and I wanted to see it.
Now, if you get up here, this statue right here can reveal a hidden red jar, so you can refill your life, get that red jar, and you're almost back to full strength. And then we're going to take a fall twice, and then on that third screen, you want to lean toward the right, and you want to go right from here. Now, we'll just jump right over this guy. Okay, this is a dangerous room right here, because of these guys. The dreaded blue heads. Alright, not the easiest room to get through, but we got through it. Alright, so we just gotta get through those. I don't worry about the Wizard. I don't even try to waste the magic because you need the fairy magic right here to get through this next room. If you don't have enough magic, by the time you get to this room, you're in trouble. Because you need the fairy to navigate it. And then you see a lift. You don't need to take that lift down. We're gonna just stay to the right. And then here comes another blue knuckle. A blue iron knuckle. I like to think that they're the dark nuts. There we go. Second one is gone, and we can proceed. All right, we're almost out of this one. So once you get past that enemy, that'll take you to this room right here. Now, as you notice, there's a pit gap right here. Now, if you jump this gap and you're able to get to the right, there's an extra life waiting at the far side. If you don't want that extra life, then you just go down this pit. Have your fairy magic ready, because the first screen you see, you want to activate it right away, because it's just a straight fall down. Oh, we made the gap. How about that? Now let's draw this blue iron knuckle over here. We'll try to battle him. There we go. And then past that, two of these guys that are waiting right here. And just defeat them right away, because they can take your magic. And there's an extra life.
You know what those are? I just thought about it. Captain,
What are you thinking?
you know those enemies that are in the dungeons on the Link to the Past, and once they touch you, they take your magic from you?
Yep, they're pretty much the same thing.
That's what it looks like to me. Those bones, they just didn't have the arms or the other bones, but that's exactly what that is. Chris May said a voodoo doll.
So here's the real fight right here.
Oh wow.
This
You like that dragon off the 3rd level of Ghosts and Goblins from the NES. Almost.
So basically, you just want to attack its head, but be patient, because it could come from the middle, the left, or the right. So I try to stay right here in the center and just let it come to me. Time its attack and just don't get put into the lava. And at full strength, you just basically deliver a hit each time, and it's gone.
He was tough.
And there you go. That is the final of the 6 palaces. Alright, now we're not going to worry about another level up. We're going to head to this town right here. Now, these 2 sections of bridges, I just take a ferry and ride it right across. Now, I level up my magic so I can just get it restored. I mean, it doesn't matter what you level up. I mean, if you're low on life, you can restore your life, or if you're low on magic, you can restore your magic. Now, this town has those hidden enemies right there, like those purple ones. If you don't have the cross, you won't be able to see them. With the cross, you can. And with all of our spells, this one is going to give us the most powerful one. And that is the Thunder Spell. If you don't have the Thunder Spell going into the Great Palace, you will not make it. So if you go to the Great Palace or you're making your way there, make sure you have that spell. And then once you're done, there's no need to stick around. Just get right back out, go right back across the bridge, and we're going to be off to the end game.
Giovanni said, GG's, you did a wonderful job. Really good.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I wish I didn't take that ridiculous death early on. I just didn't fight that thing very well, but it's been clean ever since. Sometimes
I actually forgot about it until you said it. So I feel like this was a deathless run.
Alright, so whenever you're ready and you're all confident and you're ready to go for it, then we just make our way to the far right. Now, when you get to this section, immediately go to this spot right here, because a hidden red jar is available. Now, if you want to, you can make this process easier and be ready to use your life magic. And then what happens is the red jar will continue filling up, and it will almost be at full capacity. And then once you're ready, just go for it. And understand, you will get into fights here, and you just gotta fight your way through it. So just take your time and just navigate these rooms the best you can. The blue enemies, the ones flying around, those are the ones you want to deal with first. And then here's where we're going to use the screen skip technique that we used back earlier in the game. And the idea is we want to run into the enemy going into that square. I don't think we did it that time, so we'll just have to do this normally. And sometimes it takes a few times to get it right. Oh, we got it that time. So we'll be able to skip this room no problem.
Thank you, Mrs. Clint, for dropping our special membership controllers.
That eyeball was a little too close for me. Ooh, did you see how that one just came flying across?
Yeah, that blue one.
They're sneaky little creatures. Oh, there's the other one. So yeah, I just stay right in that center area, and I just defeat those enemies right then and there. And then when I hit the next long screen, I get ready to skip the next one. There we go. We just got it again. So just be patient, wait for them. And usually I will either up stab or down stab them. And that gets rid of them right away.
Hey, video games in the world, welcome in, welcome in. He said Zelda 2 was my first Zelda when I was 4. My older brother used to beat the game for me.
So we're just gonna be patient here. We're gonna let this one. It's kind of RNG based on how they maneuver their way. So if you're patient, eventually they'll come to you. Uh-oh. Nice try there, buddy.
Oh, and video games in the world, we're having a controller showcase. Captain is showcasing the Legend of Zelda 2. Well, Zelda 2, The Adventure Link. He's at the exact end. So he's been doing a great job showcasing his skills on it and giving us pointers and tips.
Alright, so here's the last area we're going to skip. And if you don't get it right away, it's okay. You can always back out of the screen, and sometimes you gotta be patient and just let these enemies come to you. Ah. They're being a little stubborn here. Oh, I just missed them. That's alright. Let's try it again. Nope. Went straight up. Come on. Nope. Sometimes we just gotta be patient. Oh, there it is. We got it that time. Alright, here comes the blue
And
one.
why exactly did you want this to happen again? With the enemies?
So that block right there has a longer passage to get through that's a lot tougher. And so by running into an enemy onto that square, I can skip that square entirely, and I don't have to face that. I don't have to face that section.
Gotcha.
It's another one of those work smarter, not harder type of situations. Alright, we just gotta get through this guy and we're out of here. Alright. Hope y'all are ready. We are here.
Congratulations.
The Great Palace. So we're gonna get our magic back up a little bit, and there's a good spot to do that here, right off the get-go. Now, very important. You want to keep an eye on these rooms with lifts that take you to a room that looks like this upon your entry. So, if you don't know exactly where to go, a good suggestion from the get-go would be to follow the fire. So you want to look for the enemies that deal fire, which are these things right here. Now, some rooms may have 2 of them, but on the first one, you want to take that left. And then what we're going to do here is actually, we're going to put our life back up to full strength. And then you can attack these enemies here. These will always respawn, and you can just take the amount of time that you need to slowly
get your
refill
magic up.
So that way your magic is at full strength. And I mean, if you need to do it, because this is a difficult spot, and you need all the help you can get. You want to protect your life and try to avoid damage as much as possible.
That's my tactic on every Legend of Zelda game, from the first one to this one. It's all about the lives. That's why I always gravitate towards having a fairy in the bottle or some fairies on me.
See, this game doesn't provide you with like any bottles or
Right.
fairies. Basically, you only have your magic, which I mean, you can restore your life, but that's it. So, like your beam attack can dismantle those things right there, and if you just keep going back and forth, they will respawn every time. And just stay persistent until you can get your magic back to the required strength. So sometimes this process does take a few minutes, but if you're trying to make sure that you get through without issue, I would definitely take the time to do it. So I would say, like right here, we could probably get one more container, and then I think we'll be good to go. Alright, and then we'll take this lift here. And from here, you want to go right. So remember the followed directions: left, right, right, and left. 4 specific directions. So once you reach rooms that look like that, you take the next direction. So we went left, and then we just went right. So when we get to the next area, we're going to go right again. And if you remember that path, you'll be able to get through this without problem. Now, for the sake of this room, I would just stay along the bottom and just break these blocks open. And just slowly make your way through. Okay, this room you want to pay attention. This enemy right here, it's called the Faka. No, not with the U sound, with an O sound. A Faka. Sometimes people call them motherfuckers.
Like Waka Flocka, but without the L. Faka.
Yeah, pretty much. I refer to them as motherfuckers.
I like that.
No,
Oh
but
Lord.
I mean, seriously, they are a pain in the. They're a pain in the ass.
I got
I'm
you.
not. But so, it's best not to fight them. It's best to just let them jump over them, let them jump over you, and then quickly get past them. Okay, now here's what we're gonna do in this room, because we're gonna encounter another one, but this one's gonna be a blue one. So we're gonna have our jump magic activated here, and what we want to do. Oh, I think we're gonna be in trouble here, but not if we do this. If I can, but I. Hold on, I'm actually. If I reset the room, I'll have to use my magic again. I don't want to do that, so... Here's what I'm trying to do is if I can just jump past this... Yeah, I might have to reset this room again. Oh, no, yeah, we're gonna reset this room again. Yeah, we're gonna reset this room. So the idea is we want to make sure that we want to attack anywhere above the 4 blocks. So like right here will be perfect. All right,
Why
right
does
there.
that matter?
So, I'll show you. Because we're about to manipulate this motherfucker right here.
Huh?
So you want to manipulate him, have him jump over, and then look, he can't jump anywhere higher than four bricks. So as long as he got 4 bricks, it can't jump any higher. Basically, you're trapping it on that side. And that gives us enough time and enough room in order to get over here, because the further you go to the right from here, it's actually going to reset itself along that side, and that way you'll get through it without having to deal with it. Work smarter, not harder.
Amen.
Alright. So, we're actually
I don't
on a
like
good
that
path
enemy right
now.
there.
I'd rather deal with that one than the Faka.
Like
See,
him.
that one just went right after us. So if you feel pressured right away, just back out and come back in. Let it jump over you, and then just quickly, you could duck right there to avoid that enemy. And then quickly get down here, make your way there, and then just get down that lift. And once you're here, you're set. This is the room you want to be at. If you make it to this room, you're going the right way.
Okay, I'm in all the rooms.
If you try to go through all the rooms, you're gonna get trapped or
Oh,
lost.
okay. Well, I don't want to be in all the rooms. Then I digress.
So the right side here will lead you to a ferry. If you take a left on this path going through the jumps here, that leads you to an extra life. And then this is our final direction spot right here, and we want to go left. I'm just waiting. There we go. The idea is to get under this enemy's attacks. Just like that. Alright, and then on this area, just kind of navigate to this 5th block from the left, and you drop into this room right here. And then we're going to press to the right. Surprise! And then attack this room with no fear. And fall into that single pit. And if you make it to this point, you're right there. Now, if you attack this block that I'm looking at facing up, one of two things will happen. It will be a Faka that appears or a red jar that appears. Because it's a red jar, our life is already full, so we just need to restore our magic. And we're right there. And then you go into this fight at full strength. Be patient, and when this thing appears, use your Thunder Spell right away. I would put on a shield, and I would activate your jump. Now, here's a good tactic for this fight. Just let this enemy go the full distance of the room. And just jump and attack its head. You can't down stab it, you can't up stab it. You have to stab it directly. And understand, this thing hurts. I've already taken a lot of hits already.
Oh, but you got him. GG's.
That's the Thunderbird. Now, here's what we can do here. So I'm gonna go back to the left. And there's actually one more spot I'm gonna check and see if there's a hidden jar. And there is.
Oh, go ahead.
So there's two red jars right there. So I usually get that first one and then deal with the fight. Now, if I make it with pretty much unscathed, then I don't worry about getting this red jar, but we took quite a few hits, so we're gonna make sure we get that jar.
Alright, so Daryl wished you a GG's and Chris May. And thank you 2K Universal Gaming for coming in and dropping those special membership controllers. Please like the video. How are you doing today?
And then what you can do is, like, I can level up my life twice. And then we have reached the end. I would at least put on a shield here. And we go one-on-one with Dark Link.
Oh, wow.
Now, we're going to fight him head-on, so be aggressive. Here's what you want to look for. Look for his jumps. And if he tries to jump the other side of you, quickly crouch down and deliver a hit on his legs as he lands. That's your best opening. And just be persistent. Sometimes you gotta go after him. And understand, he's gonna go after you, but if you could be aggressive, you could go after him too. And this is just a straight-on fight to the finish.
If you had a dark version of you or your shadow, would you be scared to fight him head on and that he'll know your every move? Or would you just deal with him?
Sometimes you just gotta face it. I would just face it.
Hey, Big Bro Mac, thank you for dropping those controllers. We have Captain giving us a 100% walkthrough of Zelda II, The Adventures of Link. After this, he's at the end pretty much, but after this, I'll be doing a stream following this stream. But we welcome you in. Thank you for dropping the controllers. Like the video, please, and welcome as well, Dark Raven. Thank you for dropping those special membership controllers. Attacking his Achilles heel, says Giovanni.
This is gonna be close. Oh, there we go. Oh, almost. Come on. Oh man, this is gonna be close. Oh boy, this is gonna be close.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is gonna be close. Oh no. Oh man. Last hit wins. Oh!
Oh, that was close. You did good though.
Dang.
You did good. Hey Hiroshi, welcome in. Welcome in.
It's just a hard fight.
You went straight up. You went head to head with him, though. I applaud you. That was good. Good stuff.
I just the problem is I can never figure out like when he's gonna like use his like duck attack, and
Mm-hmm.
so it's just hard to know how to fight. Like I try to force. See, he's already gotten me too many times right there. Man, that's a killer right there. We had him beat. And see, I don't know what. See, I mean, look at that. I mean, he's already put a lot of hits on. Man, he's put so many hits on. He's just whipping my ass.
He's
Can't
good.
even get a hit. I can't even get a hit on him. Finally.
I forgot that this was where Shadow Link came from. I thought he made his first appearance in Ocarina of Time, but after growing up later on and learning that he was in this one, you know. Thank you for dropping those special membership controllers, Hiroshi. Like the video, please. Hey, Praise the Sun, welcome in. Thank you for dropping those controllers. Like the video. How are you doing? Alright, you getting some hits on him, Captain?
I'm trying, but man, I wish there was a better way to know how to do this fight. Because really, I just try to wait for him to land if he tries to jump over, but that's about it. I mean, if you have full magic, you can basically restore your life twice, but that's about it. I wonder... I mean, I'm not even sure if trying to crouch right there is the best tactic. I mean, sometimes you can get him standing up too, it's just very random. Alright, come on. We're right there.
GG's, you got him.
I'm
You
kicking
got
myself for
him.
that second.
Well deserved. And the Triforce.
So, that's game. 2 deaths the whole way. Dang. I still think even just doing even with 2 deaths, that's still a pretty good run.
You getting a lot of GG's in the in the chat, and they saying way to go, Captain from Geo. You did really well. Thank you for showcasing this. Like, you did wonderful. Wonderful showcase. And
Cheers.
Chasing Scooter just came in. He said, hey, Captain. And the controllers, dropped the special controllers. Thank you, Chase. Welcome in. Captain just completed Zelda II, The Adventures of Link. So, GG's, you did a wonderful job. Wonderful narrator, wonderful, excellent gamer. You did great.
Now, if you don't feel confident about that fight, I mean, the game does allow it. You could just go to that far left corner and just duck and just let him come to you, and that's pretty much the way to go. But I try to stop doing that because I'm trying to learn how to face him head on, and it's pretty much hit or miss. It's pretty much hit or miss. But that's really the best way, is you just gotta hope that he jumps and just try to attack his legs as he lands, because that's his only opening. But other than that, you just gotta it's just a straight up sword fight. And it's pretty much a fight to the death. So I'm gonna keep trying to learn how to perfect that fight.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thanks a million. Just like the screen say.
Yeah. That's really the thing you want, and because the people that made this game knew that it's really tough, and so the thanks a million makes it worth it. So Now, it does say push start to replay. So here's what happens if you do that. If you push start to replay, you'll basically go back to the title screen here. Now, someone had asked about the backstory of this game.
I did.
So yes, so if you wait and let the title go through like kind of like movie credits, and even the original Zelda game kind of did this too, where it kind of explained the story of how the game worked. This game will do the same. And just kind of wait for the music. Da 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 doom 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 doom, and that's when it starts moving.
At the beginning of
So
destroying Emperor Link, a sleeping spell was cast on the Princess Zelda. She would make only with the power of the third Triforce Field in the Palace of Hyrule to break the seal. Crystals must be placed in statues and 6 guards so that the Link set out the most expensive quest yet. Okay, gotcha.
that, yep, that's pretty much it. And then, so from here, if you press start, here's what happens: is that the game will put a little Triforce next to your character in your file. And if you start the game again, I'm just doing this just for show. Then look here, you start with all of your stats completely maxed, and then you just play the game again.
Oh, it's like you unlock the cheat code.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. Crestline said 1987, a good year. You are exactly right. That's the year I was born. It's a great year. All right, well, Captain, thank you so much for that showcase. I appreciate it. I can't wait for your next one. I don't know which game you plan to showcase next, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. That was fun. You have gave me some energy to try to complete this game now. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Let us know when you want to come back to the controller home and showcase your skills on any game. For those controllers who will be up, I will be showcasing the game right after this. If you stay in this stream, it will redirect you to Cuphead. I will be streaming that next. Chase asks, am I off tomorrow? Yes, I am off tomorrow. I got some stream scheduled for tomorrow though, because I did not stream my main game today. So the game I'm supposed to stream today, I'm going to stream it tomorrow. I'm about to stream Cuphead right now after this game. Captain, do you have anything else you would like to say before we end this
Uh,
stream? And by the way,
I
you all, Captain, you can click subscribe to him by clicking his name. His name is now in the title of the current stream. So wherever you watch from, if you close the stream and reopen it, you can click his name in the title of the stream. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it works that way if you're watching from a mobile device, but I will put the link in the description. Actually, let me do that now while I'm thinking about it. But you can say whatever, Captain. I'm sorry.
yeah, I really appreciate everyone for being here, and thank you all for watching. I hope that this was a worthy playthrough for everyone, and uh, certainly I'm no expert. I'm not perfect, but I ultimately just try to take the games that I'm given and just try to maximize the heck out of them. And even with 2 deaths, that's still a pretty respectable run. So um, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm not gonna be on YouTube for a good while, but I did start streaming over on Switch. If y'all want to catch some of my stuff over there, I'll even put the thing into the chat for y'all if you want to follow me over there. Whoops, I want to make sure I get the full name and not the whole. So that's my name over on the purple side. If y'all wish to see more on over there, but thank you to Arcade Intelligence for the opportunity. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for those in the chat who came to watch the stream. Greatly appreciate y'all for being here, and uh, if you're up for it, Arcade Intelligence, I can do the original Zelda. If
Absolutely. I would like
if
to
on
look. You could take that out for me for base because that's not my strong Zelda. That's one of my weakest Zelda. It's the first Zelda. So let me know most definitely so I can let base know when to tune in into that one. I think he
and
still may
then
try to make me want me to play it, which I don't mind. I can play it, but I don't know it by heart. I would probably play it
if
offline first. But yes, I most
on
definitely want to see you do that one.
that one, if on a good rhythm, I could probably get both quests knocked out in 2 hours and a half. The first
Okay.
quest would be the first quest would take an hour, and then the second quest, if everything works out, probably an hour and a half. So I can knock out both quests in one stream for you
Well,
if you
you
wanted
just
to.
let me know and we will arrange it like we did this one. I'm most definitely ready. I guess I'm up next, you all. If you all are, for those who gonna stay up and wants to see me, uh, now I'm not gonna give you all a wonderful, great playthrough like Captain just did, but GG, shout out you all. Show some love to Captain. Drop him some controllers. Show him some love. Spam the reaction heart. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like the video if you have not liked the video. Thank you, Captain, so much. I appreciate you for taking your time out to do this. It's always an honor to have you, whether you're a viewer or showcasing your skills.
Yeah, cheers, y'all. Appreciate the opportunity. I will catch y'all later.
All right. You have a good rest of your night if we don't see you again. Chasing Scooter. We can possibly do a playthrough. If I depending on how I wake up, I'm still catching up on my sleep schedule. But yeah, we could possibly work that out. Hit me up, text me or whatever in the DMs or what on Discord. But yeah, all right, you all. So shout out again to Captain. You all like the video. If you all are going to bed, you all have a really good night. I am about to stream right now. I have the stream already set up. If you want to go over there already, I'm about to stream Cuphead. If you stay in here, this stream will redirect you to that stream. But other than that, you all have a good night. I love you all. Peace up, Arcade Down. For those who are about to join me, I will see you all over there in 5 minutes.
Arcade Intelligence.
Have a good night, y'all.
You need big game vibe, baby, like and subscribe. You need big game vibes, baby, like and subscribe.